The backyard was packed with relatives laughing, kids running, music playing from portable speakers. I walked toward the buffet table carrying my mother's famous casserole recipe, hands trembling slightly from nerves. Before I could even set it down, Vivian appeared out of nowhere, lifted the lid with 2 fingers like it was contaminated, and wrinkled her nose dramatically. "Absolutely not," she announced loudly enough for half the reunion to hear clearly. "This is not being served. Take it away before someone gets sick from it." She snapped at her niece to remove my dish immediately. Laughter and whispers spread like wildfire. "Before we continue, kindly tell us where you're watching us from so we know we are not alone on this. My name is Mallory, I'm 28, and this was the moment everything finally changed." I stood there frozen, holding the serving spoon like a child caught doing something terribly wrong. My chest tightened painfully. My ears rang with embarrassment. Vivian blocked Trey when he tried stepping toward me and announced even louder, "I told him she shouldn't bring anything today. Some people simply do not belong at our table." The sting of humiliation went straight to my bones. Then suddenly Trey's voice cut through all the noise and chatter. "Mom, you just embarrassed the wrong person." The entire backyard went completely silent. Every conversation stopped. Even the kids froze mid-game. Trey's jaw was clenched tight, something I hadn't seen in years. His mother tried shushing him quickly, insisting the reunion wasn't the place for unnecessary drama. But he completely ignored her. Trey looked around at his family and said firmly, "You all should know the real reason my wife has never been welcomed here properly." Faces shifted uncomfortably. Forks froze halfway to mouths. He revealed that Vivian had told the entire family months before our wedding that I once faked my credentials and tried to trap him into marriage for money. Not a single word of it was remotely true. She had deliberately lied to poison them against me before she'd even properly met me. Sharp gasps filled the space around us. Vivian's confident smile twitched nervously. My stomach dropped hard. I had always known she disliked me, but I never imagined she had gone that far with her manipulation and lies. People started whispering frantically to each other. Then Trey's cousin Matteo slowly stood up from his lawn chair. His voice shook as he said, "Aunt Vivian, you told us much worse things than just that about Mallory." Vivian visibly stiffened, whispering harshly for him to sit down immediately. He didn't. Matteo revealed that Vivian had claimed I actively tried stopping Trey from attending family events, said I belittled their cultural traditions constantly, and called myself too good for this family. Watching their shocked faces, I could tell many had actually believed her lies. Then Matteo added the part that made Trey's face go completely pale. Vivian had told people I was the real reason his job opportunities had stalled recently. A calculated lie she spread to make me look like a burden dragging him down. Vivian snapped angrily, "You ungrateful child, you don't know what you're talking about," but she notably didn't deny any of it at all. Someone finally asked the question she feared most. "Vivian, why do you hate Mallory this much?" She stumbled desperately through weak excuses. She claimed she was only protecting her son from a mistake. She insisted I was changing him into someone unrecognizable. She refused to look in my direction at all. Someone pressed harder, asking why she never confronted me directly if she had real concerns. Her answer slipped out like pure venom, because she wouldn't handle the truth anyway. Trey fired back immediately, "No, Mom, you wouldn't handle being proven wrong." The crowd murmured in agreement now, turning against her. Then Vivian said the line that exposed everything festering inside her for years. "She took my son away from me." The entire backyard shifted noticeably. Suddenly, Trey's Aunt Roslyn stepped forward into the center of the crowd. Her voice was calm but incredibly firm. "Trey was never yours to control forever, Vivian. You pushed away everyone he ever dated seriously. You told the exact same lies about 3 different women before Mallory ever came along." People gasped loudly. Vivian froze completely. Roslyn explained that every single time Trey got close to someone, Vivian fabricated reasons to break them up eventually. She desperately needed to be the center of his world, even as a grown adult. Trey whispered in shock, "This is why you never wanted me to move out after college." Vivian suddenly stormed off toward the house without another word. The family warned me quietly to follow with caution. I found her in the kitchen gripping the counter edge, breathing hard and fast. She spun toward me and hissed, "You have ruined absolutely everything I built here." I said nothing at all. I simply stood there, completely tired of shrinking myself for her comfort. She accused me of turning Trey against her deliberately, blamed me for exposing lies she had carefully created. Said I stole her chance to be the center of the reunion like always. Then she whispered a confession she never meant to reveal out loud. "If you were just gone, Trey would come home to me." Before I could even respond, Trey walked in and heard that last sentence clearly. Trey stood between us with his shoulders squared. "I love you, Mom," he said slowly, "but I will not let you mistreat my wife anymore." She tried interrupting desperately, but he raised his hand firmly. "This ends today. No more lies, no more manipulation. If you want to be in our lives going forward, you treat Mallory with respect." Vivian burst into dramatic tears, accusing him of abandoning her completely, but the family suddenly seemed to see her differently now. Not as a protective victim, but as someone losing control. She said shakily, "If you walk away from this family because of her, don't you dare come back." Trey didn't even flinch. "If that's your choice, Mom, then I guess we say goodbye today." The family gathered outside to hear what happened next. When we stepped outside together, half the reunion stood waiting anxiously. Word had spread incredibly fast. Vivian attempted to regain her commanding tone, insisting she was only protecting the family from outsiders. But this time, absolutely no one defended her at all. Several family members apologized to me directly. Others admitted they had sensed something was wrong for years, but never spoke up out of fear. Vivian stood completely alone as Trey explained everything she had done behind closed doors. For the first time ever, the family sided with me instead. The woman who once controlled every single room now looked like someone watching her influence slip through her fingers. Vivian left the reunion alone, without saying goodbye to anyone. A week passed in silence. Then an unexpected message arrived on my phone from Vivian. "I want to talk alone." Trey was extremely hesitant, but I agreed to meet her. When we sat down at a quiet cafe, she looked smaller somehow, tired and defeated. She admitted nothing fully, but she hinted at understanding her own behavior finally. Jealousy, fear of agging alone, fear of losing control, fear of being replaced by someone younger. She said quietly, "You're not what I pictured for Trey, but maybe the problem is what I pictured for myself all these years." It wasn't a full apology, not even close, but it was the closest she had ever come to acknowledging her mistakes. I told her the truth with calm dignity. "I'm not fighting you anymore, Vivian. I'm building my own life." If you like this voice, like and subscribe for more videos like this.